Hello everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. I want to bring another instalment in my statement of faith under the heading 8.9. It continues on the subject of marriage. I believe that if a marriage relationship completely breaks down, then the partners are able to be divorced, and that means that they are eligible for a new marriage. Although they're not free to then be married again at some future time to the previous partner. Now this is very clear in the Old Testament, much more clear than in the New Testament. Let me read it to you. This is Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and if it come to pass that she find no favour in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it to her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it to her hand, and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife, after that she is defiled. For that is an abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. Now what we see from this scripture is that marriage is a union between one man and one woman, and that although that's the case, it's possible, in fact it's more commonly possible than not, that the husband and the wife do not get on at all. He might find something in her that he really dislikes eventually, because of course in those days they didn't get to know each other very well at all prior to the marriage. So he might find in her something that really displeases him, and he's unable to live peaceably with her, and she must not be condemned to live a life of misery simply because she didn't know him before the marriage. And so he is able to give her a bill of divorcement, and he's able to send her out of the house. He's able to put her away. In other words, he's able to divorce her. This means a complete dissolution of the marriage, and it means that when he leaves, when she leaves, he then is free to marry again, and so is she free to marry again. However, if she does marry again, or if he marries again, and then if she dies, for example, he is never able to go back and to be married again to a previous partner. That would be an abomination before the Lord. The other scripture that we just mentioned in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 10 to 17 is also very poignant in this regard. In verse 17 Paul says, "But as God hath distributed to every man, as the Lord hath called every one, so let him walk, and so ordain I in all the churches." Now there's a caveat which I need to put in here. I do not believe that divorce is impossible, although it is incredibly sad and undesirable. It is, however, in some cases the best course of action. Divorced persons are therefore free to marry, but not to a previous partner. That's the point. Well, God bless you. Look forward to speaking to you another day. Bye for now.